my lovely internet friends. So today I am doing the Harry Potter tag. Before I start, let me show you my t-shirt. It is exciting. This is what it looks like. It says Expecto Patronum and it's a crop top. See, it's a crop. I ordered it on Etsy. It was made by Natty Duds. I will put the link for the shirt and the Etsy shop that I got this shirt at in the description box. So if you're interested in getting a shirt like this, just go in the description and it'll tell you everything. And no, this video is not sponsored by anybody. I just really like this shirt. To get on with the video, I will be answering a series of questions and I'm going to try to condense them as best as I can because it's easy to like list 5 different things for a question. So I'll try to minimize that as best as I can. Obviously, like I could have like 10 answers for something, but I'm just gonna keep it shorter. That way this video isn't extremely long. Without further ado, let's get started. So my favorite Harry Potter book would be The Prisoner of Azkaban, just because I have just like really fond memories of reading it. Not as much happens as like some of the other books, but they do introduce some of my favorite characters in the 3rd book. Other than that, I'd say The Half-Blood Prince is probably my favorite as well, just because I had a blast reading that one. That one was a lot of fun for me to read. So it would probably be between Prisoner of Azkaban and The Half-Blood Prince. My favorite Harry Potter film would have to be The Philosopher's Stone, hands down, just because it was the introduction to how we would see the wizarding world come to life. It was also something that introduced me to my current love for film. My least favorite book would have to be The Order of the Phoenix. It's mainly because for me it was such a slow read. I don't know, I may be the only one who thinks this, but I had a really hard time getting through that book. My least favorite film would have to be The Goblet of Fire, mainly because I really liked the book and I didn't feel like the movie measured up to the book. And I also felt like the acting for some of the characters wasn't up to par as like some of the other films. I don't know, I felt like the acting in the 4th film was not as good, but that's just my own opinion. Parts of the book slash film that made me cry. There are so many parts that made me upset in Harry Potter, so it's like, it's hard to just kind of pick one. If I had to pick one particular scene or section or plot line that made me cry or upset, would probably be Fred's death. And I think it has a lot to do with the fact that I'm a twin and I know exactly what that bond is like. So if you were to put me and my sister as one of the Weasley twins, I would be George and she would be Fred. Even like that thought, it's like I don't even want to, I feel so bad for George to have to go through the rest of his life without his brother. If I could hook up with any of the Harry Potter characters, if I were to, I would say Cedric Diggory, just because he is a Hufflepuff and he's really sweet. I'm not a huge fan of Robert Pattinson present time, but like back then I thought he was pretty cute, so yeah, Cedric Diggory. My favorite Harry Potter character. There are many, of course, but if I were to pick one, I know exactly which one I'd choose, and that is Remus Lupin. I've always had a soft spot for Professor Lupin. I love every section he was in. That's why I love The Prisoner of Azkaban, is because Lupin was introduced in that book. My least favorite character in the Harry Potter series would be Dolores Umbridge, just because she's such a she made me so angry, like my blood was boiling. I cannot stand that character. There's a quote in The Prisoner of Azkaban that Lupin says where he talks to Harry about his similarities to his parents, and he goes into depth about Lily, and I think that quote is really lovely.
Your mother was there for me at a time when no one else was. Not only was she a singularly gifted witch, she was also an uncommonly kind woman. She had a way of seeing the beauty in others, even and perhaps most especially when that person could not see it in themselves.
And then this one. After all this time, always. My least favorite quote, I can't remember if this quote is in the book. It's a quote from the film Goblet of Fire, and it's not specifically the quote, but it's the way the quote is said that really bothers me. And it's said by Hermione. It's when she gets upset at Ron for being a jerk and a sore loser, I guess. And she says, "Next time there's a ball, pluck up the courage and ask me before somebody else does, and not as a last resort." The way she says this bothers me so much, and I may be the only one who thinks this, but it's just, it sounds so whiny to me. I can't, like, I'm sorry, I love Emma Watson, but that quote and how it's said really bothers me. What would be my Patronus? So I'm wearing the perfect shirt for that today. I would say that my Patronus would probably be a doe or an elephant, just because I feel like I connect with those two animals. But my actual Patronus on Pottermore is fitting for me, I'd say, and it's a dolphin. What would be my Boggart? Mine would be a man with a gun. To me, there's absolutely nothing more terrifying than a man with a gun. What would I rather have? I feel like I would choose the resurrection stone, because if I needed to bring someone back to life, if there was a loved one that I missed, I feel like that would be the most useful thing to me than any of the others. Which house would I be in? Now, all my subscribers that are watching right now knows what house I am. Originally, I would have thought that I'd be in Hufflepuff, but I am a Slytherin. I would probably feel conflicted between picking Hufflepuff, because Hufflepuff is my favorite house, or Slytherin, just because I do connect with certain things about Slytherin. If I were in a Quidditch team, which position would I play? I think I would be a seeker. I have 20/20 vision, and I feel like I would be really bad at everything else. Which class would be my favorite? Okay, so I think that Defense Against the Dark Arts would be a lot of fun. And also, I think that I would really enjoy Care of Magical Creatures, because I love creatures. Okay, this question is so hard. Which character would I bring back to life? Three of my choices are Lupin, Sirius Black, and Fred. I'm still leaning towards Fred, so Fred. I think my job in the wizarding world would probably be one of these two, a healer, you know, like Madame Pomfrey, or a magizoologist, the study of magical creatures. If I could meet any member of the cast, I would love to meet Maggie Smith. It would be really intimidating. I would have loved to have met Alan Rickman. I think someone that I would really love to meet, that I feel like we would get along really easily and it would be really funny and fun, would be Rupert Grint. I also think that Emma Watson would be a really great person to meet, just because I feel like she's also another person who's very down to earth. Was I happy with the ending? I mean, I wasn't happy with all the deaths that happened in the book, but I feel like a good book doesn't always have a happy ending, like an extremely happy ending. Yeah, I think it ended the way it should have. So loud. Turn it down, I can hear it. I grew up with Harry Potter. Honestly, like, Harry Potter shaped me to be the artist that I am today. It was the reason why I got into acting. It was the reason why I got into my love for film. It was the reason why I wanted to be a part of something like that. And it was the first Harry Potter film that made me see, you know, that I wanted to be part of creating something that magical. And the books as well, like, I probably wouldn't be reading half as much if it weren't for the Harry Potter books. That is it for my Harry Potter tag video. For those of you who want to do this tag as well, then please do. I tag all of you, and don't forget to link your video on my comment section below. And if you don't want to do the tag but want to tell me what some of your answers would be in this tag, then I would love to read them. I love reading all your guys' comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, and all that jazz. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have any other video suggestions for me, please comment. I love my comments. And I will see you guys in my next video. Much love, guys. Bye.
'Cause it's witchcraft.